Chicago Public Library during International Games Day with the Tessa Collective. And I'm sorry, what is your name?
I'm Brian.
And Brian, this
Yeah,
is Brian with the Tessa Collective. He's going to be showing me Space Cats Fight Fascism. Join the resistance, meow. All right, so what kind of game is this?
So this is a cooperative game. It's sort of a pandemic-like type of game, where we're each going to take on the role of a special cat with a special ability. The storyline is that it's the year 3 million, and the humans are long forgotten, but the errors of their ways are not. So this fascist group called the Rat Pack is taking over the galaxy, and cats, who we know don't like to be caged or collared, are leading the resistance. So we'll take on characters like Sky, who's a pouncer, Ophelia, who's a freedom fighter, in order to build the liberation around the galaxy, liberate enough planets in order to kick the fascists out. But if we don't, if the fascists take over too many planets, we lose the game. And,
so this is co-op?
It's a co-op game, yeah.
Okay.
And one of the cool things, it's a pandemic-like game, but one of the cool things about it is that you have the ability to actually learn additional powers throughout the game, so you can build your character and specialties, and no two games are alike, because you can learn all those new powers. So that's one thing we really like about it.
Oh, cool.
It's also all made domestically, unionized, and sustainably.
And now, how do the actual mechanics work?
Yeah, absolutely. So on your turn, everybody gets 3 actions. So this is a back of every card has a turn reminder card. The way that it works is that you're going to travel. You can travel across the galaxy and arrive in planets where there are fascists. And one of the basic things you can do is just fight fascism, and that allows you to remove a fascist cube from the planet.
The blue
cubes are the fascists, and the orange cubes are the liberation.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So you want to increase orange cubes, decrease blue cubes.
Exactly. So like in Pandemic, where it's just all cubes are bad, in this game, orange cubes are good. So we're trying to keep the level of blue cubes down. Of course, like all fascists, they're going to be just keep popping up. So we're going to travel. We can fight fascism. We can restock, which allows us to add a bunch of new cards to our hands, which will allow us to do things like remove a bunch of fascists from the board, add new liberation to the board, learn new powers, and that kind of stuff. Each one of our characters have special abilities that they start with. So we'll be playing these cards to remove fascists. And then once we get 4 liberation cubes on a planet, we add a liberation flag of the matching symbol to that planet. Once we liberate 4 planets, 1 of each type, paw, ear, tail, and whisker. Yeah, once we liberate 1 planet of each type, we win the game.
Oh, I see.
I love the names.
Thank you.
Yeah. These are great. So you got like Litter Box, Space Vets, Dust
I like
Bunny.
how the Space Vet is dark and dismal.
Yeah, we really went all in on the theme. So like there's like this card is boxes for all cats. If I fits, I sits. No, we all fits. We all sits, and that kind of stuff. So we really, there's cards like knock fascist things over. Sneak on. There's a lot of just really good. And then the fascists, however, are going to be constantly swarming. They're going to be rolling fascist dice. So in Pandemic, where it's like you can sort of predict where the fascists are going to come, you can't predict that in this game. Where the cubes are going to come, you can't predict in this game because we're going to be rolling the dice in order to determine where the fascists are going to pop up and populate.
So does that correlate to the numbers?
It does, exactly. So every planet has like a number like 6. So if you roll a 6, you're adding a fascist to a 6 and that kind of stuff. There are ways in the game that we can mitigate and sort of reduce the amount we're adding, so it's not, but the randomization keeps us on our toes.
Now, is this game available right now?
It is.
Where can people purchase it if they want to?
They can go to TessaCollective.com, TESA Collective.com, or just search Space Cats Fight Fascism. There's not a lot of other things that are going to come up if you search that. So
again, that is Space Cats Fight Fascism.
Exactly.
What does that say? His truth to power.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.